you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more.
Some officers in the precinct overfound another body part. A hand this time. I'm sorry, Jack. Please take as much time to grieve at home.
What grieving? You need to let me find this guy, Captain. Let me take on this case.
Jack, you know I can't.
Don't tell me you can't, Captain. Don't bullshit me. This bastard killed my wife and I have no say in finding the guy. What shit is that?
Sit down, Detective Deacon! You're grieving, sad and angry. I would be too if I was in your position. And I cannot even fathom of the pain that you're in. And that is what makes you unfit for this case. You'll make decisions based on your emotional impulse. I cannot have a detective in the field incapable of rationality, even if you are my best. Go home, Jack. Rest. Grieve. I don't want to see you back here for at least a month. Don't make me suspend my best detective.
Captain! How are you, sir?
Better than you, clearly. You reek of booze, detective.
Yeah, I was just on my way to grab some more, actually. Could you pass me my keys?
You're in no state to drive, and I won't be driving you either. This isn't healthy, Jack. You need to speak to a shrink.
Why the hell would I want to speak to some shrink? So he can analyse me, tell me I'm a fucking train wreck? I know I'm a fucking train wreck.
You'll speak to a shrink, Jack, and that is an order. Matter of fact, I won't permit you to active duty until you speak to a shrink and pass your psyche valves.
You're right. Look at me. I'm a mess. Thank you for looking out for me, sir. I think I still have my wife's old therapist number. I'll give him a call.
Good. I'll see you back at the precinct when you're ready.
Mr. Deacon, I am truly saddened to hear of your wife's passing, truly. She was a loyal client, as you know, and a wonderful person to talk to. She was always a delight during our sessions. She meant a lot to me. Not in any weird way, of course.
Thank you, Doctor. And thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. I've been struggling a lot with this bereavement, and I need a healthier way to vent besides
Alcohol abuse, complete isolation, neglect of personal well-being. Yes, Jack, these are all common signs of depression from bereavement.
That would be an accurate psychoanalysis, yeah. Anyway, I just need a way to vent my emotions effectively so I can work on the case.
Work the case? Jack, I would not suggest that in the slightest. In my professional opinion, I say you take a complete break from work. Forget the case entirely.
But, Dr. Newman,
It's Neumann. German name. Nevertheless, Jack, like I said, no work. Forget everything completely. Focus entirely on recovery. I'm going to prescribe you these antidepressants. Perfect for my your situation. Should hopefully be effective in aiding your healing process.
Thank you, Dr. Newman. I'll be going now.
It's Neumann.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. You have a collapse that there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rock, except a little fish. But they told me swear it's trying to tell me something. Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
So, Jack, what is this emergency you called me about?
My memory, Doc, it's like it's slowly fading away bit by bit. I can feel the memory of my wife slipping away from me. Her face so beautiful, so perfect. I don't even remember entirely what it looks like anymore, Doc. I can't even remember our first date anymore or when I proposed. I know it was special when we went out and I don't want to forget her. I don't want to forget her. I don't want to forget. I want her back.
Yes. I've seen this before. I believe this could be dissociative amnesia. Amnesia or memory loss triggered by a traumatic event, such as the loss of a loved one. And I'm afraid with this, there's nothing I can do.
Hey sir, what can I do for you?
You look like shit, Jack. Anyway, I came to give you some information about the case. We found something. Your wife's wedding ring.
Anything else, or is that useless snippet of information all you came here for?
Well, actually, I came to check up on you. So, I hear you've been prescribed with some antidepressants. I'm on search online myself, and I know how rough it can be for you.
Oh, yeah. Doc prescribed me these. Amitriptyline or some shit.
Oh, I tried that stuff. Horrible business. Completely ruins my memory. I started to forget where I worked, or even what my kids looked like. I made the switch a little while.
I'm sorry. Did you say it messed with your memory?
Yeah, big time. Why? Have you had any similar side effects?
What? Memory? No, none of that stuff.
Well, I'm glad to know everything's okay with you. I'll see you back at the precincts when you're ready.
Yeah, see you, Captain.
So, Jack, how have the meds been treating you? All is well, I hope.
Yeah, Doc, all is well. Starting to feel a little better. My memory's coming back too.
Well, that is good news, Jack. Maybe it's about time we increase your dose.
You're a religious man, Doctor.
What was that?
A religious man. A man of God, churchgoer, Bible basher. Are you?
I don't see how it is relevant to your current situation, but yes, I'm a Catholic man. Matter of fact, I visited the church from Westbrook just a few weeks ago. Confessional.
Confessional? Do you have any sins to confess, Dr. Newman?
Neumann. And don't we all? Don't we all have sins that weigh upon our conscience?
That we do. You know her wedding ring was found recently just outside the church on Westbrook? Not too far from where her severed hand was found too. Isn't that a coincidence?
Your wife was right. You certainly are a clever one, Mr. Deacon. But are you trying to imply something here, Detective?
Should I be? Do I even need to? Don't play dumb with me. Start talking, Doctor, or I'll start breaking limbs.
No, you won't. You're a policeman. You follow rules. A code of honour. You're not judge, jury and executioner. But since you have me backed into a corner, I'll tell you what you want to know.
Good. Get going. Explain yourself.
As you know, your wife Ava was a patient of mine. She divulged everything she couldn't tell you to me. All her mental struggles, the fact she couldn't see you enough because you were so consumed by your work. She was, however, truly in love with you. There was no taboo affair between us, but I wish there was. The love she expressed for you, I wish you would express that for me. Such a beautiful, kind soul. To be in love with such a roughed up, gritty, unaffectionate man such as yourself. You didn't deserve her, and you never did. I wanted her, so I tried my luck. I came onto her, expressed my love for her. I prayed that she would show a glimmer of interest in her eyes, a playful smirk perhaps. But she didn't. She was horrified, disgusted. Of course, this was all planned for. My contingency plan, if you will. She stood up to leave, and as she turned her back to me, it was decided that since I couldn't have her, neither could you, or anyone. So I acted. And sooner or later, I knew you'd get on my case. After you've called so, I prescribed you an illegally high dose of amitriptyline, because I knew it would ruin your memory. But you're more resilient than you look.
You psychotic bastard! You will not get away with this. I'll make sure you go down for this shit.
Lucky for me, I planned for that too.
What the shit did you...
I knew I'd never win any sort of physical altercation with you. A seasoned detective and secondary school athlete? No. I'd much rather take my chances with this stuff. Midazolam. Anaesthetic used in hospitals before surgeries. Easy to come by when you're a medical professional, Jack.
I promise I'll take you down.
Somehow, Detective Deacon. I doubt that. Now be a dear and keep quiet. Ah, Detective Deacon. Seems you're awake. Oh, I hope you don't mind the haircut. I'd like to keep a little souvenir. Just like dear Ava. Jack, save your breath. Not that it matters much. You'll be breathing soon enough anyway. I'm going to go fetch the gun from the car. Don't go anywhere now, Jack. Now, what would a cliche villain say in these circumstances? He'd probably grant final words before the hero miraculously breaks free from his chains and defeats the villain. As a kid, I always thought these villains were so stupid. Fortunately, I'm smarter. But I'll grant you the privilege of final words. Go on then, Jack. Anything left to say before I bury you next to what remains of your cock tease of a wife?
Never cuff a man with his own cuffs.
Now the caveman shows his true colours. You're a violent, unstable man, Jack. A danger to yourself and others, including the lovely seductress of a wife. You won't kill me. You have morals. I can't. You won't kill me, Jack. You're a policeman. It's against the law. You have morals. You wouldn't kill an unarmed man. It's against your code.
Fuck the code.
So Jack, you passed your psych eval, and I deem you to be ready for active duty now. How do you feel, son?
Well, Dad. All jokes aside though, I do genuinely feel better, Captain.
And the antidepressants?
Stop taking them. I did start to notice the memory thing you mentioned.
Ah, I see. What about the therapist? Was he any help?
He definitely helped me find some closure, yeah. But in all honesty, I don't think therapy's for me.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh woman, don't treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman that I've ever seen. I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack,